Good evening.
Live now on Keep the
o'clock.
Faith Internet Radio. This is the Thursday Mod Show.
Good evening, welcome along to the Thursday Mod Show here on Keep the Faith Internet Radio. Before we go any further, just want to say a huge thank you to Steph. What some awesome tunes tonight, Steph, and my favourite. Yeah, played some great tunes, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, fantastic. Always a great show, isn't it?
It is always a great show from Steph, yeah.
Followed by her number 2 later on, Bob.
Yes, I know, yeah. So the nurse has gone back to her nursing duties. She's got 2 pensions to look after, you see, John. So, of course, I'm joined by the man that picks all these tunes tonight, John Sharp. Good evening, John.
Good evening, Bob, and your listeners. You had a good week, Bob?
Oh, absolutely fabulous week, John.
Good. I thought, as it's rained that much, I'm buying a canoe, Bob.
Oh, it's either wet or cold or both at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, it's either wet or cold. One of the two. But it is winter, come on.
Yeah.
Spring's coming. So shall we brighten everybody up some music?
Yeah, let's get going then, John.
Well, I think we shall knock pussyfoot about.
Okay.
And good times.
Mary, Mary, won't be with
was Pussyfoot and Good Times.
It was, John, band out of East London there, and Good Times, of course, the original done by the Easy Beats not too long, around about the same time almost, so they didn't really stand a chance with it. It was an A-side on Pie Records from the 26th of April 1968, composed by Harry Vander and George Young. You're listening to Thursday Mod Show here on Keep the Faith Internet Radio. Welcome along. I want to say good evening to Dave and Steph, of course, who are still tuned in. Dave will be getting dinner ready. Pete Schofield's on the chat. Mickey G, good evening, Mickey. Ted Jackson, Ronnie out there in Lincolnshire. Soulful Sue and Steve probably with her over in Kettering. So we've got all the usual things for them to look forward to. John, haven't we? We got your spinal.
Yeah, you missed Woozle, Bob.
Did I miss Woozle? All right.
She's up there.
Is she?
Yeah.
Ah, no.
Yeah, good evening, Woozle.
I can only see the from Roxy saying good night onwards. Yes, good evening to Woozle then. Good evening to Barry and Wendy down in Slough. Yeah.
Ooh, we got one for them, Bob, haven't we?
Yeah. Yeah, well, Barry anyway.
Yeah, for Barry, yeah, we must point that out, yeah. The Amboy Dukes, the American Amboy Dukes, Bob, with Journey to the Centre of the Mind.
And find the pleasures of a journey to the center of the mind. Come along if you care. Come along if you dare. Take a ride to the land inside of your mind. Beyond the seas of thought, beyond the realm of what. Across the streams of hopes and dreams where things are really not. Come along if you care. Come along if you dare. Take a ride to the land inside of your mind. But please realize you'll probably be surprised. For it's a land unknown to man where fantasy is back. So if you can, please understand, you might not come back.
we had a bit of psychedelic, Bob. It was Journey to the Centre of the Mind, and it was the Amboy Dukes.
It was. So Ron says, John is talking and his lips are not moving.
Yeah.
Now, of course, it depends on if you're watching Mixcloud and listening to one of the apps, the website, or Alexa, they won't be in sync because I now go out in the same way that the presenters do. I now connect to the stream because that way then all the tags go out properly. The tags weren't going out on the radio because Nextcast can't read Radio DJ that I do from the software, so that they're not in sync. The sound and vision, the vision and sound is in sync. If you're listening on Mixcloud, that's going out direct, but otherwise if you're listening on the wireless and watching and just using the chat for Mixcloud, then there will be a delay. Right, the Amboy Dukes, Journey to the Centre of the Mind, track 1 on the B-side of their album of the same name, released on Mainstream Records on the 8th of May 1968, composed by Ted Nugent and Steve Farmer. The album was also released over here in the UK on London Records. If you didn't like it, it's got an appropriate catalogue number of SHT 8378. You're listening to
John Sharp, Bob Hutchins, the Chuckle Brothers, and it's the Thursday Mob Show. Ooh, oh, oh. Ooh, oh. Ooh, oh. Ooh, oh, oh. Ooh, oh, oh.
Was that the label, Bob? SHIT then?
SHT was the start of the catalogue number, yes.
Oh, right, got you. Well, I thought it was the name of the company, Bob. Oh, sorry. We have Copy Your Rhythm, Dandy.
Copy your rhythm, sweet rhythm. Copy your rhythm, sweet rhythm. I like sugar, I like plum, I like pudding, I like pie, and I like the rhythm, sweet rhythm.
Copy Your Rhythm there, Bob, by Dandy.
It was, yes. Singing about the rhythm method.
Are we doing all right till a fire engine came past, Bob?
Yeah. Good job it wasn't an ice cream van.
Oh, that would be even worse.
That was an A-side here in the UK on Downtown Records from the 12th of December 1968. You'll notice now, Ron, that John's lips are in sync. I hadn't switched the
I'm still
switch
laughing.
the
Bob.
audio over from radio to live. So, John, Ron was hearing what you were saying, as was the other Mixcloud listeners. But the thing was, you'd said it a few seconds earlier, John. Yeah, composed by Brother Dan, as he liked to be known.
Yeah. Copy my rhythm, Bob. Simon and Garfunkel sang the silence, Bob. Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Sound of silence, John.
Yeah.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of a street lamp. I turned my collar to the cold and damp, when my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more, people talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs that voices never shared. No one dared disturb the sound of silence. Fool, said I, you do not know, silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I might teach you, take my arms that I might reach you, but my words like silent raindrops fell and echoed the wells of silence. And the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made, and the sign flashed out its warning in the words that it was forming. And the sign said the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls, tenement halls, whispered in the sounds of silence.
Simon and Garfunkel, Bob, with the song of
The Sounds of Silence, yes. Now, I may be wrong, but I think I've played the album version, which was on Wednesday morning, 3 a.m. Didn't sound dubbed over, whereas the single was overdubbed.
Yeah.
And I think that's the album. The trouble is, unless you play something side by side, you're never too sure what copy you've got. If it was the single, anyway, it would have come out on Columbia Records, 13th of September 1965, arranged by Coleridge Perkinson and composed, of course, by Paul Simon. And totally agree, Pete. He wrote some fabulous music, didn't he? And the UK issue of the single was released by CBS in the December of 65, with New Musical Express reviewing it on the 17th of December. You're listening to
It's John and Bob with the Thursday Mod Show.
And now on the Thursday Mods Show, it's Bob's Pick of the Week.
right. Right.
So I think you'll know my pick of the week this week, John. No surprises this time.
Nobody I know could love me more than you. You can give me so much love, it seems untrue. Listen to the bird who sings it to the tree, and then when you've heard him, see if you agree. Nobody I know could love you more than me. Everywhere I go, the sun comes shining through. Everyone I know is sure it shines for you. Even in my dreams I look into your eyes. Suddenly it seems I've found a paradise. Everywhere I go, the sun comes shining through. It means so much to be a part of a heart of a wonderful one. When other lovers are gone, we'll live on. We'll live on. Dreams, I look into your eyes. Suddenly it seems I've found a paradise. Everywhere I go, the sun comes shining through. Nobody I know could love me more than you. You can give me so much love, it seems untrue. Listen to the bird who sings it to the tree, and then when you've heard him, see if you agree. Nobody I know could love you more than me. Nobody I know could love you more than me.
So you recognised that instantly, John, did you?
Peter and Gordon, Bob.
Yes. See, told you no surprises this week. That was Nobody I Know, an A-side on Columbia Records from the 29th of May 1964. Arranged by Jeff Love, composed by John Lennon and Paul McCartney. I don't think there was a hand in that from Paul McCartney at all.
No.
Wasn't corny enough. New Musical Express reviewed it on the 22nd of May 64. Reached number 10 in the UK chart on the 8th of July 1964. All told, it spent 11 weeks, entering at 39 on the 10th of June. Final placing of 47 on the 19th of August. Of those 11 weeks, 10 were in the top 40, 5 in the top 20, and just that 1 week when it peaked at number 10 in the top 10. You're listening to
KGFIUK, great soul music, 24 hours a day.
Before we move on, John, just want to say good afternoon to Michael Quartarano in Cleveland, Ohio.
Good afternoon. I was saying, Bob, in the 60s, the harmonies were fantastic, weren't they?
Yeah,
Like
I put that
Simon
in.
and Garfunkel.
I put that in there specifically because it followed
Perfect, yeah.
Simon and Garfunkel.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like 4 seasons, you go on and on and on, can't
yeah.
you? But it was, great music. We have Gary Lewis. She's Got My Style.
You've not mentioned the Playboys.
Her, she don't even look my way. Maybe she will notice me, but then what would I say? I would say what's on my mind, but the words are hard to find. But I'm gonna try to tell her anyway.
Don't you know that she's
Just my style,
everything about it
drives me wild.
Don't you know that she's
Just
you know that she's
just my style.
everything about it?
Drives me wild.
Don't you know that she's
Just my style.
everything about it?
Drives me wild.
Don't you know that she's
Fine, so fine. Maybe it's the clothes she wears, or the way she combs her hair. Oh, that makes me wanna tell her that I care.
Don't you know that she's
Just my style.
everything about it?
Drives me wild.
Don't you know that she's
Just my style.
everything about it?
Drives me wild.
Don't you know that she's
Fine, so fine.
Don't you know that she's
Just my style.
everything about it?
Drives me wild.
Don't you know that she's
Just my style.
everything about it?
Drives me wild.
Don't you know that she's
Just my style.
Gary Lewis, and I forgot the Playboys.
You
Bob.
did.
Just my style.
Yep, Gary Lewis and the Playboys. She's Just My Style. A-side release on Liberty Records from the 17th of November 1965. Producer was Snuff Garrett. Arranged by Leon Russell. Composed by Al Capps, Gary Lewis, Leon Russell and Tom Leslie. UK edition, that was also released on Liberty Records 14th of Jan 66. It didn't trouble the scorers over here. Never made the chart at all. But in the States, it was a huge hit. It entered Billboard's Hot 100 on the 11th of December 65 and reached number 3 on your radio.
It's the Thursday Mod Show.
Copied the Beach Boys a bit, didn't they?
They did that there, yeah. Hey, say, Bob, keeping with the great states music, pop music. Up next, we've got the Mamas and the Papas, and I Saw Her Again.
Talk about great harmonies, John.
This is it, isn't it?
I've been
say about the fabulous group, the Mamas and the Papas, I saw her again.
You did?
Oh, right.
When was the first time you saw her?
About 3 years ago, Bob. Yeah. Bob, I saw her standing there.
I'll tell you what, the one thing that makes getting older worthwhile is the fact that when we were kids and teenagers, we had the best music ever.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know.
And Bob, quality music never grows old.
Yeah. You see the kids on the stage. I don't know what they're singing now, how they're singing. They're trying to sing through their nose, but there's no.
Hey, Bob, you've been very polite. Where they're singing from?
You know, I can imagine. I can remember children singing. You know, making records when we were young, and they tried to make them sing like adults. And now you seem to have the adults trying to sing like children. It's just drivel. Anyway, that's me. That's my opinion. There is good music, good new music out there, but it's not being done by the ones that are making the most money out of it. Right,
Your Killers, they do well. Yeah.
Yeah, well, they're a good band. That's
what I mean.
thing.
Yeah,
but if they came along now, they'd probably struggle in this country.
You think so?
Yeah, because it's just, I don't know. They even have stupid names, don't they? With something Looper and Anyway, that's. I'm sounding like my dad.
Soapbox.
I'm sounding like my dad, John.
Yeah, turn that rubbish off, Bob. Turn that rubbish off.
I saw her again, the Mamas and the Papas, Dunhill Records from June '66, produced by Lou Adler, composed by John Phillips and Dennis Doherty. Cashbox and Billboard both reviewed it on the 25th of June. It entered the Billboard Hot 100 on the 2nd of July and peaked at number 5. The UK edition, released by RCA Victor on the 22nd of July 66, reached number 11 over here on the 7th of September. It spent 11 weeks in the UK charts, entering at 38 on the 3rd of August, final placing 12th of October 66 at 45. Of those 11 weeks, 10 in the top 40 and 6 in the top 20. Well, we got a couple of soul tunes coming up from John now, and then get ready because it will be Spin or Bin.
Yeah, but as I said earlier, we were going to play a song for Barry. So this is, Barry's like me, is a Stax fan, so this is Floyd Newman with Frog Stomp.
Just keep Miss Piggy out the way.
There we had Floyd Newman with Frog Stomp.
It was A-side on the Stax label from January 64, composed by Floyd himself. Now, Scully posed the question, was Mama Cass engaged to Jimi Hendrix? I had no idea, so I've Googled it.
Me neither, no.
And Google's come back and said no. They were friends, but their relationship was more business than anything.
Ah,
But
so no hanky-panky.
According to Google, no, they didn't have a romantic liaison.
All right.
I must admit.
All right.
Yeah. I didn't even know they were friends.
No, me neither. I said, Bob, our next track is me and you, The Outsiders. Time Won't Let Me. Time Won't Let Me, excuse me, The Outsiders, Bob.
Yeah.
Were they an American band?
Yeah.
I mean, Outsiders, those were lads.
You know, there's the proof, you see, that not all Northern soul is soul music.
Yeah, it's true.
You know.
It's a great track, isn't it?
It was made with the charts in mind, as most records were. People didn't make records for them to be rare, they made them to make the money.
Yeah.
And there's a classic. It's brilliant dancer, brilliant record, it's got everything.
Yeah,
It's not
good.
soul though.
Is it expensive though, Bob? Is it a
Do you know, I
rarity?
haven't looked, John, to be honest.
Oh, right.
So, Time Won't Let Me, an A-side on Capitol Records, released on the 17th of January 1966, produced by Tom King and composed by Tom King and Chet Kelly. UK edition, also on Capitol, released on the 18th of March 66.
You're listening to the Thursday Mod Show with John Sharp and Bob Hutchins, right here on Keep the Faith Internet Radio.
Now it's time for Spin It or Bin It.
Yes, it's that time of the That's that time of the week again, John. Spin
It is. I
or
put my
bin.
neck on the line, Bob.
The rules are simple. If you like it, then write spin on the chat, because the first one to get 3, if it's 3 spins that come up first, then we carry on playing it. And if it's 3 bins, well, we've got the right man for the job.
Now here's a little story. To tell it is a must. About an unsung hero that moves away a dust. Some people make a fortune, others earn a mint. My old man don't earn much. In fact, he's flipping skint. Oh, my old man's a dustman. He wears a dustman's hat. He wears gold blimey trousers and he lives in the council flat. He looks a proper nana in his great big hobnail boots. He's got such a job to pull them up. We have a winner! Daisy roots. Some folks give tips at Christmas and some of them forget. So when he picks their bins up, he spills some on the step. Now one old man got nasty and to the council wrote, next time my old man went round there, he punched him up the throat. Oh, my old man's a dustman. He wears a dustman's hat. He wears gold blimey trousers and he lives in a council flat. I say, Les.
Yeah?
I found a police dog in my dustbin.
Well, how do you know he's a police dog?
He had a policeman with him. Though my old man's a dustman, he's got an heart of gold. He got married recently, though he's 86 years old. We said, here, hang on, Dad, you're getting past your prime. He said, well, when you get my age, it helps to pass the time. My old man's a dustman, he wears a dustman's hat. He wears gold blimey trousers and he lives in a council flat. I say. My dustbin's full of lilies.
Well, throw them away then.
I can't, Lily's wearing them. Now one day whilst in a hurry, he missed a lady's bin. He hadn't gone but a few yards when she chased after him. What game do you think you're playing? She cried right from the art. You've missed me, am I too late? Now jump up on the cart. He wears a dustman's hat. He wears gold blimey trousers and he lives in the council flat. I say.
What's you again?
My dustbin's absolutely full with toadstools.
How do you know it's full?
'Cause there's not much room inside. He found a tiger's head one day nailed to a piece of wood. The tiger looked quite miserable, but I suppose he should. Just then from out a window a voice began to wail. It said, oi, where's me tiger's head? 4 foot from his tail. Oh, my old man's a dustman. He wears a dustman's hat. He wears gold blimey trousers and he lives in a council flat. Next time you see a dustman looking all pale and sad, don't kick him in the dustbin. It might be my old dad.
Well, there you go, John.
Spin.
Not only was it a spin, but there were no bins. Good evening to Ted
I
Jackson.
think they collected them the other week, Bob.
Yeah, absolute classic. What was that called then, John, that record?
I know it's Lonnie Donegan. Is
Yeah.
it My Old Man's a Dustman?
And?
In brackets?
Yes.
Go on. I don't know, I can't remember.
Ballad of a Refuse Disposal Officer, close brackets.
It, yeah. I know there were brackets and I couldn't remember, Bob.
I didn't know there was brackets till I was looking up the info on it, John. Must admit. A-side on Pie Records from the 16th of March 1960. composed by Lonnie himself along with Peter Buchanan. No surprising, it reached number 1 here in the UK on the 6th of April 1960, where it stayed for 4 weeks. All told, 13 weeks in the charts, entering on the 30th of March at number 5. Final placing 22nd of June at 39. All 13 weeks were in the top 40, 9 in the top 20, 9 in the top 10 and 4 at number 1.
Hey Bob, I got a spin. I was a bit dubious, I thought.
When I saw
Like you
it,
said-
I thought he's cheating. You're listening to
KTFIRUK, great soul music 24 hours a day.
Now, are yours to the right or to the left, John?
They're called the Eyes, Bob, aren't
They
they?
are, yes.
I'm rode out.
You got a great suede coat and a soul like fire. You got all you want, you couldn't be no higher. Said you paint the town like you're a queen, and there ain't no place that you've not been. But I'm rode out, yeah, I'm rode out with you. Said I'm rode out, yeah, I'm rode out with you. Said I'm rode out, yeah, I'm rode out with you. You don't want love, you want the thrill. But there's no need to worry about a bill. You don't take money, you do it for kicks. And one day you're gonna get in a fix. But I'm rode out, yeah, I'm rode out with you. Said I'm rode out, yeah, I'm rode out with you. Said I'm rode out, yeah, I'm rode out with you. My plea, and I can be what I wanna be. Gonna find a girl in another town. I said maybe she won't bring me down. But I'm rode out, yeah, I'm rode out with you. Said I'm rode out, yeah, I'm rode out with you. Oh, I'm rode out. Yeah, I'm rode out with you. Oh, yeah,
So we had I'm rode out. The Eyes have it, Bob.
The Eyes have it, yes. That was the B-side to When the Night Falls, released by Mercury Records in November 1965. Composed by lead singer Terry Nolder and bassist Barry Alchin. New Musical Express reviewed it on the 5th of November. Record Mirror the following day. Band members were Barry Alchin, bass, Brian Corcoran, drums, Phil Heatley on guitar, Chris Lovegrove, lead guitar, Terry Nolder, say vocals, Steve Valentine, rhythm guitar. But he was only there at the end. And it looks as though they packed up in 1967, so they were only around for about 3 years. Doesn't tell me where they came from. It did mention the fact that they did release a recording as the Pupils. There was just a bit of the eyes left.
It must have been Bob. It must have been a band of opticians.
Yeah, they knew that they were going to break up. They could see it coming.
Yeah.
It's the Thursday Mod Show. It's the Thursday Mod Show.
Good evening to Russell Nuckley. Welcome to the show, Russell.
Good evening, Russell. We have the rare breed and come on down to my boat.
Come and take a ride in my boat, to be precise, John.
All right, I wrote it down wrong again, Dad. Bob, that was the rare breed. Sorry, I messed up on the title.
Yes and no. I'll tell you in a minute.
Go on. Well, it was come on down to my boat, but that's not right, is it?
No. No. It technically no, and technically possibly, because that's in the lyrics. But that was the Rare Breed who released their version in September 1966, called "Come and Take a Ride in My Boat," released in New York City on Attack Records, produced by Jerry Cassanetes, Jeff Katz and Elliot Chipra, and composed by Wes Farrell and Jerry Goldstein. Now, the people that had the hit with that were called Mother's Son. They had the hit version in 1967, the following year, which we've actually played on this show. And their version is called "Come On Down to My Boat."
Ah, right. I've lost you, Bob.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, is it me? Oh, sorry. Miles away, Bob. We have the Rolling Stone. Next, Can I Get a Witness, Bob?
Listen, everybody, especially the girls, right to be left alone when the one you love is never home. I love too hard, my friends sometimes say, but I believe that a woman should be loved that way. But it hurts me
just to find out all night. I've been crying, but I believe a woman's a man's best friend. I'm gonna stick by her until the very end. Well, she caused me so much misery. I'm the guy supposed to be somebody somewhere. Tell her it ain't there. Can I get a witness? Can I get a witness? I want a witness. Witness, witness. Witness, witness. Everybody knows, especially you girls, that a love can be sad. That hyper love is twice as bad. Now you chicks all agree that ain't the way love's supposed to be. Let me hear you say, yeah, yeah. I want a witness. I want a witness. Yeah, I want a witness. Somebody, is it right to be treated so bad? Then to give it everything I have. People I talk in my sleep, cause I haven't seen my baby all week. Now she caused me so much misery. That's the way it's supposed to be. Let me hear you say, yeah, yeah. I want a witness. I want a witness. I want a witness. I want a witness.
There was the Rolling Stones with "Can I Get a Witness?" I think they smashed that as a cover, Bob.
I do.
Seriously.
Yeah, I think
Absolutely
I
brilliant.
always say if you're going to do a cover of, especially if
Yeah.
you're going to do a cover of a big one, you've got to make it your own, and definitely. John's got his cuppa and his bicky.
Bob, Bakewell tart, Bob.
Bakewell tart. I've lost.
I like
the
a bit of
camera.
tart.
Where's my camera? I can't. Oh, there it is. You like a bit of Bakewell, or you like a bit of tart?
Yeah. Bit of tart, Bob. Not Joe, I mean by that one.
No, so the Rolling Stones, Can I Get a Witness? Track 4 on the B-side of their album called The Rolling Stones, released on the 16th of April 1964. Holland Dozier, Holland composition, of course. And that was their debut studio album, released by Decca here in the UK. Now, the American edition of the LP has a slightly different track list and came out on London Records on the 30th of May 1964. You're listening to
John Sharp, Hutchins for Chuck, both brothers, and it's the Thursday Mod Show.
You can see, Bob, the early Rolling Stones R&B, weren't they?
Yeah.
A great track. We have Roy Head and the Traits, Treat Her Right.
Yeah, my man. All right. Hey! Oh, you're looking good, baby. I wanna tell you a story every man ought to know. If you want a little loving, you gotta start real slow. She's gonna love you tonight now, if you just treat her right now. Oh, squeeze her real gentle, gotta make her feel good. Tell her that you love her like you know you should. 'Cause if you don't treat her right, she won't love you tonight. If you practice my method just as hard as you can, you're gonna get a reputation as a love and a man. And you'll be glad every night that you treated her right. Hey, 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 hey. All right, yeah, yeah. Hey, every night. All right. Hey, 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 hey.
wasn't
Treats
paying.
her right there, Bob.
Yeah, I wasn't
Right
paying
head in the treats.
I know, I wasn't paying
You were trying to catch
attention.
me out. I'm eating my cake.
I caught myself out. Roy Head and the Traits, and Treat Her Right was an A-side on Backbeat Records from July of 65, composed by Roy himself. The UK edition of that released on Vocalion Records 1st of October 1965 didn't credit the group, it just said Roy Head here in the UK. Now it entered Billboard's Hot 100 on the 4th of September 65 and reached number 2. It was kept off the top by Yesterday.
Oh,
yes.
wow.
And it reached number 2 on Billboard's R&B chart on the 18th of September 65. It spent 14 weeks in the R&B chart and 11 weeks in the Billboard Hot 100. Here it peaked at number 30, where it stayed for 2 weeks between the 17th of November and the 24th of November. 5 weeks in the charts from the 10th of November to the 8th of December. Of those 5 weeks, 4 of them were in the top 40. That's a great record, isn't it? He was, Roy Head came from Three Rivers in Texas, born on the 1st of September 1941.
Yeah, great track there, Bob. Next up, we have the Drifters with a drip drop.
Drip, drip, drippity drop. Drip, drip, drippity drop.
Well, the roof is leaking and the rain's falling on my head.
Drip, drip, drippity drop.
Well, the roof is leaking and the rain's falling on my head.
Drip, drip, drippity drop.
I cried so hard, teardrops on my bed.
Drip, drip, drippity drop.
Well, she packed up her clothes and she moved out on the midnight train.
Drip, drip, drippity drop.
Well, she packed up her clothes and she moved out on the midnight train.
Drip, drip, drippity drop.
You know this empty room is driving me insane.
Flip, flip, flippity flop.
Well, I'm sitting here drinking, thinking what I'm gonna do.
Sip, sip, sippity sop.
Well, I'm sitting here drinking, thinking what I'm gonna do.
Sip, sip, sippity sop.
You know the roof is leaking and the rain is falling through.
Drip, drip, drippity drop.
He gave me a tip, tip, tip. He said your woman's gonna left. I said I'm a hip, hip, hip. I said just mind your own affairs and button your lip, lip, lip. I don't need you to tell me she gave me the slip, slip, slip. Because the roof is leaking and the rain falling on my head.
Drip, drip, drippity drop.
I cried so hard, teardrops on my bed.
Drip, drippity drop. Drip, drip, drippity drop. Drip, drip, drippity drop.
Drip drop with the Drifters.
Yeah. Michael Quartarano.
Not the Taps, Bob.
Michael Quartarano says the best version, but the version by Dion is also very good. Yes,
Yeah.
I would think we'd all agree with that. So the Drifters, Drip Drop, an A-side on Atlantic Records from May of 1958, composed by Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller. Billboard reviewed it 19th of May, and on the B-side of that was a song called Moonlight Bay. Now in Bill Miller's book, The Drifters, he says that actually it wasn't the Drifters that sang it, it was the Ray Ellis Singers. Now this is the thing, because When that record was released over here, Moonlight Bay was the A-side and Drip Drop was the B-side. Came out on London Records in August of 1958.
Mad, innit?
It is mad, isn't it? You're listening to...
Taking you back to the 1950s and 60s, this is the Thursday Mod Show with John Sharp and Bob Hutchins on Keep the Faith Internet Radio.
Keep on running.
We have the Triumphs next, Bob, and Walking the Duck.
Should we have Big Maybell 96 Tears first?
Yes, I got Premature Duck in there, Bob. It is Big Mail, 96 Tears.
Well,
Bob.
Joe told me the orange sauce wasn't ready.
Too many teardrops for one heart to be crying, yeah. Too many teardrops for one heart to carry on. You way up on top now, baby, since you left me, yeah. And you're always laughing down at me. Yeah. Watch out, baby, I'm gonna get there. Yes, I am. And we'll be together for just a little while. And we'll start gathering till well here. And you'll start trying. Yeah, 96 tears. Hey, cry, cry, cry. Hey, ha, ha, ha. Hey, hey, I'll be on top. And you'll be there, just look it up. Yeah, I had ways to get up here, yes I did. And I don't see you waving down. I'm gonna get you, yes I am. Ha 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 ha. Cry, cry, cry. Too many teardrops for one heart to be crying. Yeah, too many teardrops for one little heart to carry on. Yeah, cry, cry. 96 tears. Yeah, yeah. Cry, cry, cry. All night long in the midnight hour. Ha ha ha. Cry, cry. Cry like I did. Cry. 96 tears. Hell yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. In the midnight hour.
There was Big Maybell with 96 Tears.
Yeah, taken from the album Got a Brand New Bag. Single was released as an A-side on Rojack Records in December 66. Arranged by Bob Gallo, produced by Bob Gallo and Jack Taylor, and composed by Rudy Martinez. Billboard reviewed it on the 10th of December, Cashbox a week later. It entered Billboard's Hot 100 on the 11th of February 1967 and only reached 96, despite the fact that it had sold 75,000 copies within the first 11 days of its release. It did better on the R&B chart, entered that on the 14th of January and reached number 23.
Hey, Bob, what's coming next?
I like mine crispy.
All right. Walking the Duck. were the Triumphs and Walking the Duck. I have ducks, but I have runner ducks. I've only got 3, but...
An old torch spin, Scoey says on the chat. That was an A-side release on Verve Records, released in August of 1966, with Turn Out the Light on the B-side. A Butler Hayes composition. Billboard magazine reviewed it 3rd of September 1966 on page 16, which clearly shows that Walking the Duck was the A-side, and Cashbox reviewed it on the same day as well. No UK issue.
All right. We have
Nice
next,
estate.
Bob, Rider and the Detroit Wheels with Jenny Take a Ride.
Now your man has come. Oh, I'm going with my baby, and I won't be back to yeah. Oh, I'm going with my baby, and I won't be back to yeah. And if I find me a new girl, I won't be back at all. All right. Hey. Jenny, 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 won't you come along with me? Jenny, 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 won't you come along with me? Jenny, 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 I would have liked to be better like a bit with me. Jenny, 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 spinning, 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 like a spinning top. Jenny, 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 spinning, 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 spinning like a spinning top. Jenny, 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 come on, baby, I like to feel the love, yeah. See, Rider, I said, see what you have done now. Oh, see, Rider, I come on, see, baby, what you have done now. God, you made me love you. Now, you made it come. All right. Hey, Jenny, 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 won't you come along with me? Jenny, Jenny, won't you come along with me? Jenny, Jenny, come along, baby, better not a misery. Jenny, 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 spin, spin, spin it like spin it top. Jenny, Jenny, spin, spin, spin it like spin it.
Jenny Take a Ride, Mitch Rider and the Detroit Wheels.
It is, John, yes. A-side release on New Voice Records from November 65. Produced and arranged by Bob Crew. Composed by Bob Crew and Notorious Johnson and Richard Tenorman. It entered Billboard's Hot 100 on the 11th of December 65. Reached number 10. And it also entered the Cashbox chart. I haven't got access to the placings of that, but it did enter the top 100 a week later, or 5 days later on the 16th of December. Over here, Stateside brought it out on the 7th of Jan 1966. You'd have thought it'd probably be a big hit over here, but really it only just got inside the top 40, peaking at number 33, John.
Wow.
Now, Scully says
funny,
he
isn't it?
interviewed Mitch Ryder in the 80s when he lived in Germany. He said he couldn't remember his northern hot tunes because most of the tunes that make it onto the northern scene bombed out. So
Yeah.
Look at
true,
the
isn't it?
Tams when they suddenly got called up to do Top of the Pops for a song that they'd recorded so long ago they'd forgotten all the words.
I think it was like over 10 years, weren't it, Bob?
Yeah, some of them.
Oh, miles.
Some of these singers didn't even know they were popular in the UK. Nobody told them.
No. Hey, they didn't give them any money. That's the sad part about it, Bob, isn't it? No
Johnny
royalties.
Bob with the Thursday Night Show. What was the answer to this? What was the A side to this?
Well, nobody's got it for a few weeks, so John's tempting you this week with a very easy one. All you've got to do is tell us on the chat what is the A-side to this.
The willow weeps and having words can weep no more, but still it cries for me. It cries in sympathy. It knows that you are gone. Don't leave me, baby. There was a time when you were mine, and not so long ago I used to say you'd never go away, you'd never leave me lonely. Don't leave me, baby. Think about the happy times, the groovy times. Don't tell me they are gone. I just can't carry on and know that you're not here, you're not near anymore. Whoa, whoa, don't leave me, baby. Things are gonna work out fine. Don't leave me, baby. Think I'm going out of my mind. Don't leave me, baby. Don't leave me behind. Beep, 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 yeah. 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 The willow weeps and having nerves can weep no more, but still it cries for me. It cries in sympathy. It knows that you are gone.
There's the B-side, Bob.
It was. That was a B-side called Don't Leave Me, released on RCA Victor Records in June of 1968, composed by the artist. No guesses this week.
Oh, there was, Bob. Wichita Lineman bloke.
Yeah, but he didn't guess the record, the A-side.
No.
No. Which is this,
No.
John?
Everybody's talking at me. I don't hear words they're saying, only the echoes of my mind. People stop and staring. I can't see their faces, only the shadows of their eyes. I'm going where the sun keeps shining through the pouring rain, going where the weather suits my clothes, banking off of the northeast winds, sailing on summer breeze, and skipping over the ocean like a stone. Sun keeps shining through the pouring rain, going where the weather suits my clothes, banking off of the northeast winds, sailing on summer breeze, and skipping over the ocean like a stone. Everybody's talking at me, can't hear a word they're saying, only the echoes of my mind. I won't let you leave my love behind. No, I won't let you leave.
There we had Nielsen, Bob, with
Everybody's Talking.
Yeah.
A-side release on RCA Victor Records in June of 1968, recorded on the 9th of November 1967 and included on the album Aerial Ballet. It was produced by Rick Gerard, arranged by George Tipton and composed by Fred Neil. It was a virtual flop, just managed to reach 113 on the Billboard Bubbling Under chart. The initial release came out over here on RCA Victor Records on the 21st of June 1968 and failed to chart. It was then reissued due to the fact that it was put into the film Midnight Cowboy. And the US reissue had a different B-side. The B-side was Don't Leave Me, that we played
That's
first.
what went wrong, Bob, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what we played first. Now, when John sent this through, he had the reissue B-side down on his list, which, of course, was a former A-side called Rain Man.
Rain Man, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Rainmaker. Rainmaker,
Yeah.
which had been a previous A-side before Everybody's Talking was released. And the US reissue, that was on RCA Victor Records in May of 1969. Billboard and Record World both reviewed it again on the 17th of May, and on the 16th of August it entered Billboard's Hot 100 and reached number 6. Over here, the reissue came out on the 12th of September 69 and peaked at number 23 over here on the 25th of October 69. Spent 9 weeks in the charts, entering at 42 on the 11th of October, final placing of 46 on the 6th of December. Then it came back again the following year. It spent another 5 weeks in the UK chart from the 14th of March 1970, when it came in at 48, and left again on the 11th of April at number 49. So it's all it did was spend 7 weeks in total in the UK top 40, but never quite made the top 20. But yeah, everybody remembers it from the reissue. As I say, it was a complete flop almost to begin with.
Absolutely, Bob.
I bet he loved that film, Nielsen.
Yeah. Bob, he went, thank you.
Yeah.
But it's funny though, yeah. I mean,
it's
music, I mean, films do make it, don't they, Bob?
And,
loads and loads of films.
Yeah, of course, not only did Scully says, damn, this is the one I meant. Well, because he even got the artist wrong on the other one, because he said the Wichita Lineman bloke. Glenn Campbell made Richard Lyman, the original.
Yeah. Close, Bob, close.
Close, yes. No cigar, as Ronnie said last week.
Yeah, no cigar.
John Sharp, Bob Hutchins. It's the Thursday Mod Show. It's the Thursday Mod Show.
Now, here's the thing, John. I like this original version, but I prefer the cover in 1979.
Aha. So, Four Seasons, Bob. I'm working my way back to you.
Working my way back to you, babe, with a burning love inside. Yeah, I'm working my way back to you, babe, and the happiness that I let it get away, playing every day. When you were so in love with me, I played around like I was free. Thought I could have my cake and eat it too. But how I cried over losing you. See me now, but I ain't about to go living my life without you. For every day I made you cry, I paid girl till the day that I die. I'll keep working my way back to you, babe, with a burning love inside. I'm working my way back to you, babe, and the happiness that died, I let it get away, paying every day. I used to love to make you cry. It made me feel like a man inside. But if I'd been a man in reality, you'd still be here, babe, loving me. Now the nights are long and lonely, and I ain't too strong, babe. I just miss you so. And you're too proud, you won't give in. But when I think about all I can win, I keep working my way back to you, babe, with a burning love inside. I'm working my way back to you, babe, and the happiness that died, I let it get away, paying every day. Working my way back to you, babe, with a burning love inside. I'm working my way back to you, babe, and the happiness that died. Oh, how I cried, working my way back to you, babe, with a burning love inside.
Working my way back to you. The Four Seasons. No Frankie Valli there, then, Bob.
Yes. Yeah, Frankie Valli was the lead singer of the Four Seasons, and on the record label, the artist is listed as the Four Seasons, featuring the sound of Frankie Valli.
Frankie Valli.
Working my way back to you. A-side release on Philips Records from January 66, produced by Bob Crew, arranged by Charles Colello, composed by Denny Randell and Sandy Linzer. It entered Billboard's Hot 100 on the 29th of January 66 and reached number 9. UK edition, released by Philips Records on the 4th of March 66, bombed out at number 50.
Wow.
Now, that's a fabulous version, and I always say if you're going to cover a song, make it your own. And for me, the Spinners did just that in 1979 and had a big hit with it. I think it spanned the 2 years, if I remember rightly, 79 into 80, something like that. But I got through 2 copies of that on the disco because everybody wanted it played.
Wow. But I must agree, yeah. I mean, it's like earlier we were saying about Rolling Stones and that track.
Yeah, that was a great cover, wasn't it? Brilliant.
Yeah, that was a good, fantastic. Yeah, Joe Tex, show me, Bob.
Show me a man that's got a good woman. Show me. Show me a man out there that's got a good woman. Show me. Show me a man that's got a good woman. Show me a man that's got a good woman. Show me a man that's got a good woman. Show me a man that's got a good woman. Show me a man that's got a good woman. I show you a man that goes to work hard. He knows he's got some sweet love coming at the end of his working day. Show me a woman that's got a good man. Show me. I wanna see a woman out there that claims she got a good man. Show me. And if you show me a woman that's got a good man, show me a woman that's got a good man. Show me a woman that's got a good man. Show me a woman that's got a good man. Show me a woman that's got a good man. I'll show you a woman doing all she can to make life worth living for her good man. So his trouble don't cross his mind. Show me two people that's in love with each other. Y'all show me. I want you to show me two people that's in love with each other. Show me. You show me two people that's in love with each other. Show me two people in love with each other. Show me two people in love with each other. Show me two people in love with each other. Show me two people that's in love with each other. I show you two people that ain't going no further than their arms can reach to hold one another. Let them lovers alone. Yeah, they doing all right.
Joe Tex there with Show Me.
Yeah, brilliant record. Came out on Dial Records in February of 1967, produced by Buddy Killen and composed by Joe Tex himself. It entered Billboard's Hot 100 on the 4th of March 67, reaching 35, and it also reached 24 on the R&B chart. UK edition came out on Atlantic Records 7th of April 1967.
We have Martha Reeves and the Vandellas, Bob. I promise to wait.
This is the Thursday Mods Show on Keep the Faith Internet Radio.
I'm off, Bob, presenting before you press your buttons.
I know.
You normally tell me. Martha Reeves and the Vandellas, Bob, with I Promise to Wait.
Oh, you're cutting it. You just did it in the abbreviated version.
Of course.
Don't
Keep the Faith Internet Radio proudly presents an evening of Northern Soul and Motown on Saturday, the 18th of April 2026 from 7 p.m. through to 12:30 at the Kettering Athletic Club, 104 Rockingham Road, Kettering, NN169AE. Your hosts are Marco Martinelli and Carl Boddington, with DJs Bob Hutchins, Steve O'Brien, Tommy Gunn, Andy Bebbington, Dave Bransgrove and Soulful Sue. Priced at just £6 on the door, this is an evening not to be missed. Soul merchandisers and record dealers welcome. This is a strictly no talc venue.
There's no sound going out, Bob, you say?
It's gone out of mine.
It's alright, it's going now, isn't it? It's coming back on, Bob.
I've got it on there.
Must have dropped out, Bob. We must have dropped out.
Precious. Precious.
I didn't know we were having two spinner bins tonight, John. God, dear. I know. Precious, Precious, yes. Track 1 on the A-side of the album Presenting Isaac Hayes, released on Enterprise Records in February of 1968, produced by Al Jackson Jr., Donald Dunn and Albertus Isbell, and composed by Isaac himself. It was also released as a single on Enterprise Records in March of 1968, a month later, with Going to Chicago Blues on the B-side. Record World reviewed it on the 16th of March 1968.
It's the Thursday March Show. She's a must to avoid, a complete impossibility. She's a must to avoid, better take it from me. You think she's a prize at the start, but take my advice, play it smart. Just play it She's smart. Nothing but trouble, better cut out on the double before she gets into your heart. She's a must to avoid, a complete impossibility. She's a must to avoid, better take it from me. When you stare into her pretty blue eyes, there's no way to see through her disguise. But don't try to love her, cause you'll quickly discover you're trapped in the web of her lies. She's a must to avoid, a complete impossibility. She's a must to avoid, better take it from me. Her lips look inviting, it's true. Oh yes, but lots of other guys have felt like you do. She'll build up your hopes, and when you need her the most, that's when she'll say goodbye to you. She's a must to avoid, a complete impossibility. She's a must to avoid, better take it from me.
There we had Herman's Hermits, Bob, with A Must to Avoid.
It was, yeah. A-side on Columbia Records from the 26th of November 1965. The Man with the Cigar was the song on the B-side. Produced by Mickey Most, composed by Philip Sloan and Steve Barry. Reached number 6 in the UK chart, where it stayed for 2 weeks from the 2nd of February onwards. All told, 11 weeks in the UK chart, entering at 33 on the 29th of December 65, and final placing 9th of March following year at 47. Of those 11 weeks, 10 in the top 40, 7 in the top 20 and 5 in the top 10. Wasn't released as a single, I don't believe, in the States, but it was on their album Hold On, which was released in the States on MGM Records but not released over here in the UK.
Aha, Bob, I said he must have been listening to our show. The B-side was A Man with a Cigar. Or no cigar, in our case.
Don't forget, coming up at the top of the hour, it's Dave Bransgrove with Soul by the Sea in tropical Newquay.
Yes, mind you, weather's not been so good there, Bob. It's been a wee bit wet, hasn't it?
Well, you get tropical storms, John.
Of course, yeah.
See, tropical Newquay.
Yeah. It's like Jamaica, Bob.
I know.
The fleur-de-lis circles.
Circles, my head is going round in circles. My mind is caught up in a whirlpool, dragging me down. Time will tell if I'll take the homeward track. The dizziness will make my feet walk.
circles there with the Fleur de Lis.
The Fleur de Lis, yes. A-side on Immediate Records from the 18th of March 66, produced by Glyn Johns and Tony Calder, composed by Pete Townsend. Fleur de Lis, they were formed in 1964 in Southampton, and the lineup on their first single was Frank Smith, Alex Chamberlain, Danny Churchill, Keith Guster. Later members included Chris Andrews, Bryn Howarth, Tony Head and Tago Byers. They also released recordings under the aliases of Chocolate Frog and Shyster. You're listening to
John Sharp, Bob Hutchins, the Chuckle Brothers, and it's the Thursday Mod Show. Ooh, oh, oh. Ooh, oh. Ooh, oh. Ooh, oh, oh. Ooh, oh, oh.
Right, let's get down to it then, John. Let's get to the
Yeah, it's the old
nitty
nitty-gritty.
Yes.
Ricardo Ray.
Ay, nama, mira, nitty gritty, tu sabe, chico. Some folks know about it, some don't. Some will learn to shout it, some won't. But sooner or later, baby, comes a ditty, say you're gonna have to get right down to the real nitty gritty. Let's get right down to the real nitty gritty now. 1, 2, nitty gritty now, yeah, boom. Right down to the real. Double beat, double beat. Right down to the nitty gritty, yeah. Double beat, beat. Right down to the nitty gritty, yeah. Right down to the real nitty gritty. Let's get right down, all down to the real nitty gritty. A 1, 2, 3, nitty gritty, yeah, boom, nitty gritty. Get right down to the real nitty gritty. Double beat, double beat, right down to the nitty gritty, yeah. Double beat, beat. Right down to the nitty gritty, yeah. Right down to the real nitty gritty.
So we had, I've lost his name, Ricardo Ray with Nitty Gritty.
Nitty Gritty, yeah. That was an A-side release on Allegra Records in the US. Had Ya Ya on the B-side in the States.
Yeah.
Came out in August of 68, arranged by Hutch Davey, produced by Neil Gallagher and composed by Lincoln Chase. Entered the Billboard Hot 100 on the 5th of October and peaked at 90. Now here in the UK it had a different B-side. It had Money Money, released by Roulette Records on the 11th of October 1968, with Record Mirror reviewing it on the 12th of October. I do like a little bit of Ricardo Ray.
Yes, yeah, especially with chips, Bob.
With chips, yes.
Yeah, hot fries, Bob. Last track, Bob, is
Last
it?
track, yes.
An hour's gone.
Very quickly. Yeah.
2 hours flashes, doesn't it?
It does.
So, Bob, our last track this evening will be the Beach Boys and the Barbara Ann.
Barbara Ann, Barbara Ann, oh Barbara Ann,
Barbara Ann, you got me rocking and a rolling, rocking and a reeling. Barbara Ann, Barbara Ann. Went to a dance, looking for romance. Saw Barbara Ann, so I thought I'd take a chance with Barbara Ann. Barbara Ann, Barbara Ann, you got me rocking and a rolling, rocking and a reeling. Barbara Ann, Barbara Ann.
Barbara Ann.
Barbara Ann, you got me rocking and a rolling, rocking and a reeling. Barbara Ann, Barbara Ann. Tried Betty Lou, tried Betty Lou, tried Betty Lou, but I knew she wouldn't do it. Barbara Ann, Barbara Ann, you got me rocking and a rolling, rocking and a reeling. Barbara Ann, Barbara Ann,
Barbara Ann.
Barbara Ann, you got me rocking and a rolling, rocking and a reeling. Barbara Ann, Barbara Ann.
There we had the Beach Boys, Bob, with Barbara Ann.
It was, yes, A-side on Capitol Records from the 20th of December 1965, produced by Brian Wilson and composed by Fred Fassett. US entered the Billboard, or Fassert to be precise, entered Billboard's Hot 100 on the 1st of January 66 and reached number 2. UK, Capitol Records, 11th of February 66, reached number 3, peaking on the 16th of March 66. 10 weeks in the UK chart, entering at 35 on the 23rd of February, final placing at 30 on the 27th of April. Well, sadly, we've come to the end.
Johnny Bob with the Thursday Night Show.
Yes, we've come to the end.
Hey, Bob, an interesting fact about the Beach Boys, Bob.
Yeah.
They were actually two bands. They were a studio band,
yeah,
and a band that went out on the road.
Yeah.
But half the Beach Boys didn't go out.
Right, well, we've got to quickly say goodnight to our listeners. First, I want to thank John for some fabulous tunes, but it is, unfortunately, a good night from John.
A good night from Bob. Catch you next week.
Catch you next week.
Keep tuned in, Soul by the Sea.
Definitely. Thanks, everyone. See you next Thursday.
Good night.
Bye for now.
Keep tuned in, Soul by the Sea.
Definitely. Thanks, everyone.
Keep tuned in, Soul by the Sea.
Definitely. Thanks, everyone.